Yo. What's up, family? How you doing? Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on. Hold your horses there. We ain't trying to get too much on that right there. All right, peoples. I'm back. All right, look. I'm getting ready to start my live at 5. Let me get my little self together here. You know, you guys in my mirror. Get myself together. Let me get my live at 5 together right now. And I'm going to connect with Facebook today. So I'm going to be live streaming in 2 places. And I realized something, that my phone, if I keep my phone too close to my laptop, that there's a nasty little static. I can't stand that static. You know what I mean? So the topic today is going to be a hard topic to talk about. A lot of people will probably be offended by it because I don't know why people take some of these conversations so deeply personal if it doesn't apply to them. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can turn this music down just a little bit. And oh yeah, I love. I don't own the rights to any of this music, and I just love having the music in my background. Hold on, I'm actually getting set right now to start it. I'm early. Okay, so gotta have my props on. Yeah. I feel good today because I got some sleep, y'all. And you know, I at one point trying to get everything right. Let me just get everything right here without knocking anything over. I have a very small setup, but it's a MacGyver setup and it works. That's what's important. I got my mic. Hey, I want y'all to see my more expensive mic. Yeah, that one right there. When I tell you it picks up everything, it picks up everything. This dagnabbit thing here. I'm gonna keep that right off the side because I'm not gonna need it. My other mic is supplying my music. Okay, this is my little platform, y'all. Alright, so I'm actually just fooling around right now because I like being early. I really do not like being late. So if I am running late, you know it's not me. I mean, it's something that is causing me to be late. But I really try not to. I really try not to be late. But I want as many people in on this type of topic because it's something that is very necessary amongst us. Us, black and brown people, we need to talk. We need to have these conversations because it's important. And there's a whole lot of us that are suffering behind. Dagnabbit, my phone just fell, y'all. Lucky I wasn't actually live streaming at the time. My phone's on the floor. All right. I'm giving y'all all the behind the scenes setup. Where is it? Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta get my phone. Oh, no! Dang! Oh my God! I just knocked over the console, man. Oh Lord! I tell you, boy. You know. Yeah, hold on a second. This is not funny, man. This is serious. I got my junk on the floor, man. Oh Lord. Okay, let's see if we can get everything back. Now I'm getting a phone call. Okay. Woo, let's get rid of that. Okay. Make sure everything is plugged in right. Oh Lord. That's the first time I ever dropped that. Okay, that's my interface machine. Something like an interface. It works as one, and it has some stuff. Let me see if I even. Yay! All right, y'all. I'm actually just delaying right now because the topic is going to be juicy today. It is what it is. I never have an issue with trying to discuss. Oh yeah, that's even better. Y'all might hear my grandson in the background, but that's cool. That's how family is, right? So how everybody's doing? I told y'all I'm gonna start doing this live at 5, man. I'm gonna start my live at 5, and whatever followers I have. Now, mind you, I got 2 IRBF free channels to follow. If you don't see me dropping it on one, go to the other one. There's one that have like 61 subscribers there. Not much, I'm small right now. But if you go to that one has more videos and more stuff. If you come, this is the newest one. Let me see. No, this is the one. This is the one that is the oldest of my channels. This particular one here. The other one is the newest one. So I manage both of them, right? And I couldn't combine them. They wouldn't allow me to do that. Just to have just like one. I didn't want to get rid of all my old videos and all my old content that I had on this one. This is the one I'm talking about. I didn't when I was creating the new one, I didn't want to get rid of all this and start over again. So I kept it. So I'm maintaining both. And I changed the name to IRBF Free on both of them. Now this one used to be Be Real. I vacated that name and of course picked up that IRBF Free. All right, so I use that now for all of the channels. Even when I go on Facebook and Instagram, I'll use that name, IRBF Free. So look out for that one, no matter where you are. Matter of fact, another announcement I want to make is that I just got on, what is it called? Twitch. I just got on Twitch, and I'm trying to figure that out. A friend of mine, me and a friend of mine, Tori, was talking, and he mentioned that he got on Twitch and he was doing some pretty good things as a DJ. Y'all need to look out for that brother. He's his name is Tori, and he's one of the guys that I had a conversation with. A friend of mine, of course, and soon to be business associate. But yeah, be looking out for his work as well. He does some really, really, really good work, and I'm trying to get him to get me a piece done for my little show, that I don't have to keep playing everybody else's music in the background. He can build some music for me, and then I'll just give him the credits. Let everybody know where that music came from, and his stage name or his DJ name, right? But yeah, he gave me that idea to go on Twitch, and I really went there to support him. And then I saw I had to be a member in order to even check in to support him. I think that's how it went. Is why I went on and just subscribed to him, and then I was like, hey, good platform. It's a gaming platform. If a lot of you are not familiar with Twitch, it's a gaming platform. So there's a lot of people that are into gaming all over the world. And not just that, they're into all kind of crazy stuff, I'm almost set to go live on Facebook. So I'm getting ready to do my live on Facebook, y'all. But yeah, I just did that last night. As far as Twitch, I got an account with Twitch now, and I want you guys to run out there at Twitch, and see what you like. See what it is that you like. You want to get involved yourself, or you want to just support some people. Me and Tori, 2 people that you may know. If you don't know anybody else there, that will be your first friends, and it'll just grow from there. I'm still learning how to actually work the system. It's similar to YouTube, but not exactly like YouTube, and I have to figure that part out. All right, but I'm gonna leave the music right there because I'm getting ready to go live. Go live on Facebook. So I try to, like I said, I try to stay punctual. Actually, early. That's the way I was on my jobs too. So I guess they thought I was weird. I don't know. So why are you here so early, Daryl? Hey man, I just didn't want to be late. All right. So let me open up, y'all. Give me a minute, YouTube, so I can open up on Facebook. Here we go. Going live. All right. Start my live. See how simple and easy it is? Yeah. Facebook, what's happening, fam? Yeah. It's Wednesday. I did say I was going to come back on Wednesday. So here I is. I'm present. Yeah. I don't know how many of you will be present along with me, but it don't even matter, because what's good about these platforms is that when we do a live, even if nobody checks me out live, hey, nobody checks me out live, that it will still be there for you to check out later. So that's cool. That's what I like about it, you know? And from that, you know, things can escalate and actually wind up being a lot better. So, family, I don't own the rights to this music that you hear in the background, okay? There will be a day where the music you hear in my background will be my music. But until now, this is what I'm dealing with, y'all all. Sending love. Hey, that's my mama. You know, moms always support you, y'all. No matter what you're doing. As long as it ain't bad. You ain't doing bad stuff. Now, I already updated YouTube about what it is the topic was going to be today. All right. Now, Facebook, let me also. Now, this is a topic that's always touchy. You see me reaching over like that? That's what my music is. And I don't have a great setup, like a very expensive and high-tech setup that I can just not move. I am having to reach a little bit out of scene to do it. I'm still setting things up, y'all. I'm early anyway. All right, so YouTube know what the topic is. Facebook, the topic is today is why. Let me turn this down, man. Oh, I ain't even turn all the way off. Oh, there you go. That's the level I like. Okay. It's a touchy topic amongst us as black and brown people. Okay. We don't like talking about this stuff. Why do I choose to talk about it? Because nobody else seems like they really want to indulge, because they fear of losing friends. I don't care about losing friends. You know what I mean? I don't care about losing followers. I don't care about losing people who don't want to hear it. I don't, you know, and here's the topic. The topic is, do we black folks, is it because of drugs and alcohol is why we get incarcerated the highest? Good question. Good question. What do you think? You know, that's going to be the topic, right? And I'm going to start it promptly at 5. But for now, I'm trying to get all queued up. Not booed up. I'm not booed up yet. But when that day comes, dag nabbit, I want to get booed up too. All right. Oh, Lord, I'm a silly soul. But look, it's all good. It's all good. If I can make you smile, smile. And if I can make you think. You know what I mean? If I can make you just feel like, then kick your feet back and relax and love the good vibe. You know, if I'm gonna be a father figure, dagnabbit, then just let it be. Don't fight it. Don't fight it, y'all. You hear me? Don't fight it. Nah, man. If I'm telling you some good stuff, let it be. Take it. Put it in the right perspective. You know what I mean? Just know that somebody care that much to even put themselves on the chopping block to say something to you that other people that they claim to be your friend ain't really being your friend, because they letting you do some stuff that they probably should be telling you otherwise, even though you grown and you know better, but you're doing it anyway. Even though you know it's not in your best interest, you're doing it anyway. But there should be that somebody that's gonna be like, pull you by your shirt tail, say, hey, slow down, bruh, sister. Hold up. Wait a minute. You know? Be the designated driver, not just in a vehicle. Be the designated driver in their life. Dagnabbit. Be your brother's keeper. What's so hard about that? What is wrong about it? First off, what's wrong about being your brother's keeper? I've always been that. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm getting ramped up. I'm ready to go. Now, man. And don't be scared, y'all. Talk to me. Tell me how you feel about the topics that I bring up. Yeah, and the way that I deliver them. I get it. You know, I may not always deliver things the perfect and politically correct way, but I get it out there. And you know what? Instead of you shunning away from it, be a man, be a woman, and talk. That's what we need to do. Instead of shunning away from the core issues that we're having in this country, and in our own personal lives. Yeah, it's a situation, man. So, you know, really think about the people who claim to be your friends and they ain't even really looking out for you to tell you if you're doing something wrong. Because we all of us, you and you are not perfect. Me, not perfect. I've always had somebody to pull me by my shirt tail and tell me, either that. Look, even my kids, they grown. You know what I mean? But who am I to think that my intelligent grown children cannot advise me? You know what I mean? Just because I am their father, right? We have to be mindful like that. We have to be, they love me. And the same love that I've given them, the only reason why they do that with me is because I've always done that with them. You know what I mean? That's the kind of relationship that have been built over the years with me and my children. And that is, and not just that makes them feel like, you know what? Daddy's listening to me. My father listens to me. He's not always trying to, push this dominant thing because he's dad. And he ain't trying to be my friend all the time, just, having me misunderstand that he's a friend and I treat him like my friends. No, it ain't like that. I am a father first. I am their friend because I'm their father. And I'm a good dad when it comes to giving them the greatest advice. But as far as me and my wealth department, I may not be wealthy enough to give them everything they want, money-wise. But they understand that stuff. They understand what it's all about. Right? So that's something I think, can be a whole nother topic. We can talk about that as well. But today's topic, being it is 5:00, okay? Today's topic is, do you think the cause of black people being incarcerated the highest is because of drugs and alcohol and other things connected to it? Do you believe that this is one of the reasons why we have the highest percentage of lockups? Now, there's other things connected to all that. That's where all your racism comes in, and all the even when you're not intoxicated, you're looking to get money to get intoxicated. These are the things. These are statistics, man. I looked this crap up earlier today. You know what I mean? And I was like surprised. And there's only a few states. Matter of fact, And how do you guys feel about after a person serves their time in prison, right? Now, of course, while they're serving their time, they probably can't vote, all right? But then after they've served their time to society, whatever they did wrong, and they served their time and released, then that right should be automatically given back to them. There should be no ifs, ands, and buts about it. They get the fresh start. Okay, they have the fresh start. And the fresh start should simply be give them their rights to be able to vote. Bottom line. All right. And a lot of states are doing that now. All right. And there are a few states that are not. Very few. I think there's 3 of them. Right. I should have wrote it down to tell you what they are, but you can look it up yourself, dagnabbit. You'll see that I'm not lying. Right. I ain't got to tell you where to look. You go look. If I talk about anything, y'all just go check it out yourself and then bring it back to me. And if I'm wrong about something, I'm a man about mine. You hear me? I'm a man about mine. If I see that I am wrong, dagnabbit, I'm gonna be like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. You're right. And I'll keep it moving. Yeah, I'll give you that. You know what I mean? Yeah, shoot. But look, this is serious, man. I joke about a lot of things. I do try to make light of things that are very, very harmful to us sometimes because I see how it's affecting us in the long term. I know. So, yes, the topic today is, do you believe that the high rate of incarceration in jails and prisons are a result of, right, drugs and alcohol? And from what I'm seeing and from what I've read, right, that it is one of the highest reasons why black and brown people are being incarcerated. And I'm not talking about the other races. So don't, try to bring up, oh, well, that white people are, there are more of them. I don't want to hear all of that. You know what I mean? Because what we're talking about is our brothers and sisters. I'm addressing us. You know what I mean? When I address them, I address them. Right now, I'm addressing us. This is a hard topic that we have a tendency of getting um, defensive about. We get angry when we get into these conversations. You know what I mean? And I've been in many of these conversations. I can tell you some stories. I even almost broke my finger off one time. I was in a daggone conversation about this same topic, face to face with a person, and my finger got caught in the door. That's how heated it got. To a point when the door closed, my thumb was still there, and it tore off so much of a big piece of. Anyway, yeah, and we ain't gonna get into that gore, but understand what I'm saying. I, for a very long time, have never been. All right, let me back up a little bit. The people that I have grew up around, that I knew before I came to North Carolina, and the people that I grew up with, some of them, a lot of them turned out pretty good, and there was some of them who didn't. Some of them didn't make it. Some of them are locked up. You know what I mean? So then me and my friends, the ones who have made it through that, we were on that same route. And the cause of us getting ourselves in deep trouble with the law and the system was because we were dabbling in those things that gave them their so-called permission to come after us. And even when we wasn't doing anything wrong, they still felt like they should come after us because we were black. You know? That's just another additive to it all. It's another additive to what it is that's set up for our failure. Dag nabbit, man, for our failure. Because we wasn't at the table years ago, way back in the Lincoln days. We wasn't sitting there at the table helping to make rules and regulations and laws. We were absent from the table. So therefore, when they started to design these laws and rules and regulations, it wasn't designed for us to prosper, not here in America. Now, how many of you going to disagree with that? All right? A lot of you probably will. Some of you will. I'll say some, not a lot. You know what I mean? And this is the topic. These are the things that we don't want to talk about. Well, maybe because it puts a damper on your, on how you view me. Look, some of y'all should already know me, that I really don't care about that part. I'm still going to be my brother's keeper regardless. I'm going to say some things to you that you particularly don't want to hear, but is the truth. And I expect you to do the same thing with me. The same thing with me. You know what I mean? I'd rather treat people like I want to be treated. That's my motto. If I treat you a certain way, I expect that back. So that means I'm going to treat you in a good way because I want you to treat me back good too. That's all I'm saying. Every time you hear me talk about something with us, you know what I mean? Now, I believe that from what I read and from what I have experienced in my time, that every person, most of the people, there's a high percentage of the people that I talk to have been incarcerated. have been incarcerated because of impairment of something. And even if they wasn't impaired, they were addicted to it, and they had to do some extreme things to try to get money to get it. So that's that other connection to the drugs and alcohol being the reason why we're being incarcerated so much. And then you add all the racism and everything else in there. Bad choices. Bad choices. And of course, I talk about this all the time. I used to go in the projects over there. Matter of fact, even before I came here to North Carolina, I had lived in a project area. And when I came outside my door, I talked about this type of stuff. Now, if you want to go way back, when I was a teenager, trying to decide what kind of man I should be, I too was in that vicious circle. Didn't know how to get out because I had nobody to guide me other than my mother. She was the only one that would give me that hard truth. That, what do they call that hard truth? Hard love. You know what I mean? The only one. But would I listen? Sometime I would. Sometime I would. Did it get me in hot trouble by being hard headed? Yep, they sure did. But by the grace of God is the reason why I'm able to sit here today and still spread that information. Spread good word. You know? It's a very unpopular truth that we really don't want to talk about. I see that in a lot of people. The jobs that I've had, and I had many, many jobs. I just came from a job that most of the guys working there were incarcerated. So I had a lot of conversations with a lot of those dudes. And those dudes are telling me, yep, that was it. I got to change my life. I had to change my life in order to get right. I had to stop drinking and smoking and getting high and chasing all these other things out there. That was negative. You know what I mean? My man Jason, what's up? One love, bro. Love you, man. Right? Jump in on this conversation. Right? Now I'm on two platforms right now. I'm on Facebook and I'm also on YouTube. All right? Now I'm going to alternate this periodically as I go. But today's hard topic, y'all, is something we don't like talking about. Right? What is the true reason on why? Yes, sir. I'm doing good, my friend. Yes, sir. You know that, man. I'm doing my best, put it like that. But the hard topics right now, y'all, is that we seem like we rather try to be somebody's friend by not talking about the things that they're doing that's dirty, that's harmful to them, may not be harmful to most other people, but harmful to them. And you still claim that they're your friends. And what they're doing can possibly lead them to either death or imprisonment. But we still have a tendency of avoiding going around the situation that they're in instead of being a true friend or a true brother to them. You see? And this is where I lose friends. You know? That means that they didn't never, that means they're so deep. I ain't gonna say they never was a real friend. I'll just say that they have a situation that they couldn't get out of and they didn't want to hear advice to get out of because they love what they're doing. Yeah. And I'm talking aggressive right now because I've had this conversation too many times. Now it's like I have a small platform, very small. It's a very small yeah, the platform is small, but guess what? I'm going to use the platform still for the same thing I used to use it back in Jersey. When I was back around the crap and the dirt. Yeah, I'm going to use this small little platform that I have to still spread that information. Yeah, right? Because it's in here, man. It's in my heart. It's in my heart. It ain't just a thing to do for now. It ain't a thing just to try to get numbers, to try to get people to follow me and all that. If you don't follow me, that's fine, you know? But somewhere along the line, after checking or coming across me, you're going to hear that. You're going to hear that stuff. I ain't going to stop doing it. If I do music, it's going to be in my music. If I'm boxing, if I'm out there training training on the bag or whatever, I may pause at the end of it and start talking about what we should do as people to pull ourselves together, to help each other, be our brothers and sisters keeper. That nabbit, man. What is wrong about that? How can you shun somebody who is trying to do right by his and her people? You feel me? How in the world is that? That's backwards. See, a lot of us ain't grounded enough. So yeah, I'm talking about it. I'm talking about the cause of us being incarcerated. Does it have a lot to do with drugs and alcohol? Yeah, you're right. Some people will come when you speak the truth. Some. And then there's other people that won't. You understand me? So yeah, I'm gonna talk that hard truth because I'm that true friend. I'm that brother. I'm that black man that you want to see in a dark alley if you're in trouble. I'm that dude. You know what I mean? If anybody gonna be issued guns, dagnabbit, I'm that dude probably should have a gun because I'm gonna be looking out for all of y'all. I ain't just looking out for my own black skin. You dig? This is what I'm trying to say. Some people are not. That's right. They're not ready to hear the truth. That's right. No doubt. You know? But understand something. That doesn't mean just because they not ready that I'm gonna stop just because I want to be in their good graces. Right? None of us should do that. None of us black and brown people should do that. And the lovers of black and brown people. I have to say that. I have to say it that way. Because there's a lot of other races that love us, man. That's our brothers too. You hear me? Other people outside of our race who love us, who show us, who ready to literally walk with us. You know, and not just doing it just because it's a popular thing to do, because it's very unpopular for other races to look out for us. And we got to recognize who our true brothers are, the ones who look after you, who gonna tell you that hard truth that you don't really want to hear. And we have to love ourselves. That's right. That's right. First, that's right. Before we can accept or love anybody else. See, my man Jason on it. You know what I mean? He on it. And this is the type of stuff that we need to do more of. We need to do more of. Right? It is a hard truth. But the reason why a lot of brothers and sisters are locked up and incarcerated today has got a lot to do with the trap they fell into that was designed for us to fall into. That trap of alcohol, drugs, violence, guns, even success. Even success these days. Look at these young brothers running around who are wealthy, having beefs with other young brothers as gangs and actually killing them, shooting at each other. We just lost Young Dolph, and man, it's just a whole list of so many other wealthy young rappers who lost their lives for other other people, either because of gang affiliation or just plain old jealousy or greed, jealousy, and gangs and drugs and everything else, women, all that stuff ties into it. You know, how can we not be, like, we need to do something. We need to do something. We can't just sit by and watch this crap happen. If you got a small platform, use it. I got the smallest platform ever to be recognized in life, but I'm using it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm using it. Dag nabbit. I don't have a whole bunch of, I ain't got a million followers. I ain't got a whole bunch of people. But if I did, you heard? If I did, they gonna hear this. I'll be that guy. If I hit the lottery, man, y'all know y'all shoot, man. You talking about I will be free everywhere you turn. You know what I'm saying? He talking about that stuff again. Dag nabbit, this man. Yeah, that would be me. Yes, sir. I'll be on a crusade, bro, with money. I'm on a crusade now without money. Just imagine if I had money. Woo, boy. You talking about somebody hating on me? All them racist people gonna hate my guts because I'm trying to pull my people together. That's why. You know what I mean? How you gonna listen? See, it's I'm getting excited, man. I'm get I get this way because I'm compassionate, about what it is I'm saying, and I know I come from a place that it could have been me locked in prison or dead. I come from that. So, of course, I have a lot of passion behind what I'm saying when it comes to this stuff. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. My outlook of it all is that is one of the reasons why a lot of us are incarcerated today. That's one of the reasons, but there's many more too, connecting to it, you know? And if we don't start spreading that information more, because we got that younger generation coming up, and that young generation is fearless, literally fearless, man. They fear nothing. They don't fear the law. They don't fear their parents' respect. They don't fear God. They don't fear anything. And why do you think that is? Where did that come from? Where did it come from? It came from somewhere. You know what I mean? It came from somewhere. It had to start somewhere. So dag nabbit. We need to kind of like, okay, understand they're probably crying out as too. I mean, trying to reach out too, but of course in the wrong way. And it caused them to either get incarcerated or dead. These are the two options. And let me tell you something. The system is designed, which you already know, but let me just say it again. Let me reiterate it. This is the way I view it now, right? That the system is designed for us to be locked up, because once you are locked up, then that prevents you from voting at one point. But now the laws are trying to change where once you've done your time, you can come on out and be a part of a society once again and vote. You know what I mean? So that was one of the things why you see so many of us getting locked up. And then there's all this hatred. They hated us so much. And if you was to ask these racist white people, I mean, hey, it ain't even had to be racist white people that hated us. It was racist black people that hate us too. We got that today. Am I lying? Yeah, am I lying? No, I ain't. You got black people who hate black people today. They'll love to see us get locked up. I've had a battle. Matter of fact, there's a black guy, real quick, y'all. There's a black guy on YouTube. I don't even know his name, but he gets on every day, I think. He sits in his car and he bashes black people. Anybody who is trying to do something, right? Anybody who is trying to do anything like on a Democratic side, trying to help the masses of people in any good way, he bashes them. Just like that Candace Owen woman. She don't like being black. And there was another jokester, a little comedian dude, I forgot that clown's name, that went to visit Trump one time. He don't like being black, but he black as I am. How you gonna be black and not be proud to be black and be trying to stand up for black people? How's that? That don't, dude, that's retarded. Now, understand, my music stopped. Hold on. Understand something, y'all. We have all kind of things. No, you can't change your skin color. That's right. No doubt. You cannot. And so you might as well just love the skin you in. And love the skin other people are in. Long as if they loving me back equally, if they love me like I love them, we good. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what color you are. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm always talking about this racist thing, Darryl. Why you always yeah, that's right. Because these days, you better open your eyes and see what's going on. Young people need to see what's happening. Only way they're going to see it, unless we make sure that we have to be the bridge to what's going on currently and where their little world is, and just be the bridge and say, look, man, just pay attention to what's happening here. This is important. This is very important. Partying, drinking, smoking, and getting high and having fun, that's cool. But it all has its moments and its times and its places. It's not something we have to live by every single day, every time we wake up, go all day, and then, it's not every single weekend as well. Come on, y'all. You know what I mean? This is a problem because we have a tendency of being like, ain't none of my business. That brother over there, he acting like a fool. Where my phone at? You know what I mean? Let me videotape this fool. You know what I mean? Laughing at him and everything else. That's the concept in our heads, and that is a part of that vicious cycle that they designed for us to stay back, to keep us back, keep our minds divided. Why you think we're so divided? See, this coincides with divide and conquer. But this coincides with divide and conquer. What you talking about, Daryl? Yeah. Because if they can divide us like they have, they can control us like they have. Because when you got a bunch of numbers, millions and millions of numbers, and they all moving the same, it's hard to stop them. But if you divide them, cut them up, cut them numbers up, have some come your way, you know what I mean? The racist Republican way, then it's easier. And then you got all right. There's many ways we're getting divided, y'all. Right? We're getting divided by political agenda. Yeah, what they do to us. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Absolutely 100. 100. I'm reading something my friend, my brother Jason, and he making very valid points here, and for the rest of you, there's so many avenues that they have devised for us to be divided. So many avenues, and you figure drugs is one, right? There is hatred of yourself is another, because if you hate yourself, of course you're going to look at another black man and don't really care if they have a family or not, and you're going to try to hurt them. You don't give a dag nabbit how hard they work for what they have. Well, if he got some good stuff, I'm gonna take it. See, this is the mentality of some of these people, and that's a part of the division. And then there's, we'll take a certain group of them, so long as they're not talking about political agenda and everything, and we'll make them famous in their field, like music and actors and actresses and all that type, even athletes. You know what I mean? Long as they're not talking political, long as they're not trying to ban all the people together because they're just athletes or they're just singers or they're just entertainers. So we don't want to hear what they have to say. No, they don't want to hear, but your brothers and sisters want to hear you say something. Colin Kaepernick, y'all, boy, I wish y'all, man, Colin Kaepernick, you hear me? Y'all need to give him a round of applause. Colin Kaepernick, okay? That brother didn't have to do that. Gave up his dagnabbit football career. For who? I heard somebody say he wasn't even black one time. I was like, what? What in the world you say? He ain't black. I know he got a white parent, but that man got a black parent too. That man black. I don't give a dagnabbit what y'all gonna say just because he got a white parent. He black. And not just that he just, mixed. The man is standing on the side of black, brown people, man. Gave up a football career for us. Y'all should be proud of that. I don't care how y'all seen him as a football player. You can call him a sucky quarterback. You can call him the greatest quarterback. You can call him, not so great and all that. You say what you want. But the man stood his dagnabbit ground. He stood on morals, man. Gave up the football career. Right? For what? For us. Because he loved us. Man, love us. Anybody who give up their life for us. That's my brother. That's my sister. That's That's the man I wanna emulate myself behind. I wanna be that type of guy. If they offer me $1 million to shut up right now, do you think I'll take that money? But you know how much I need that money. I need $1 million, y'all. But yeah, you know, yeah, yeah. They do harm to our race. Yeah, and not the good. Yeah, absolutely, 100. You know, but recognize, y'all. Recognize. We all have to make a stand. Now, the part about the black people getting incarcerated for all these reasons. Now, my advice, I always come with a problem. That is a problem amongst us. Amongst us, that's a problem seeing our young people out, all ages of our black and brown and lovers of us get locked up over those type things. Right? That is a problem. Now, when I talk about a problem, when I talk about with us, I always have a solution to go along with it at the end. And I'm coming to the end of that now. So here's my solution. My solution is be your brothers and sisters keeper. Speak up, talk to them, have a platform. If you don't have a platform, create a platform. Don't worry about if your platform is not big enough. Don't worry about that. Do you see me worrying? My platform is this big. But am I worrying about how big my platform is? I'm speaking. I'm talking. I'm letting it be known that I am that guy. I'm that guy who's going to try to keep his people like this. Bring them back, baby. Bring them back to black. Brothers, come back to black and do all you can. Stay away from crack. You know what I mean? And all them other negative things out there. Dag nabbit. I ain't gonna tell you. Now look, a lot of these rappers and everything, man, I got a challenge to every one of y'all, man. The challenge is take your dag nabbit money instead of being, investing in all those good toys and all that good stuff. Put a program together that's gonna help people come out of this vicious circle, man. And don't keep, pushing the negative so much. Oh yeah, if you did that, you might lose your status in the streets. Don't want to lose your status in the streets, boy, right? Listen, what's more important in the long term, brothers and sisters? I purposely call you that because you're descendants of queens and kings, and so am I. So I'm not going to refer to you as no nigga. That what's wrong with us? Power's in the tongue, right? No? Yes? I think it is. You can speak things into existence, right? Yeah. You keep saying the B word, the B word, the B word. She's a B, 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 B. And she start acting like one. You keep calling the brother a nigga, 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 nigga. He gonna act like one. You gonna say, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Then he gonna act like he don't care. But if you start talking positive, feed positive, plant positive, plant good, not negative. This is where it comes from. It comes from the home first, and then it goes out abroad. It meaning it's either going to be your child, your little cousins, your uncles, your aunts, the whole family. It goes out that way if you feed them that. Feed them at a young age. Positive, right? That's what I've been doing. Now, ain't none of my kids been in any trouble. And a lot of my friends, ain't none of their kids been in any trouble. You know what I mean? Because the friends that I still have, they're good people. Because we all come from a negative background. Somewhat. It could have went either way, in other words. But we all pulled out of it. And we was teaching our children to make sure that you keep your head on and keep your feet planted. Dagnabbit. Right? So listen, the solution to our situation, it seemed like it's a far-fetched one to a lot of people. Like, man, that ain't gonna work, man. That Negro don't know what he talking about, man. That ain't gonna work, man. Yeah. Well, for that person who says that, get to stepping. Go ahead about your business. You know what I mean? Do your own personal thing. That ain't the person I'm trying to talk to. You feel me? I'm trying to talk to the people who care. If you don't care, then okay. Take your non-caring self over there somewhere until you get some sense about yourself. Then we can talk. You know what I mean? Brother or sister, whoever it may be. You see what I'm saying? It's like that with me, right? And all I can say is God bless that person, whoever it might be. I don't even care. And this is the part about me. I'm glad I am not a preacher right now. I'm glad I'm not a preacher, because there's certain ways that a preacher has to conduct themselves. You know what I mean? And me, no, I don't want to be put in that box, that preacher's box. You know what I mean? I don't want them. I don't want to be like, oh, I can't say something a certain way because my people is gonna look at me differently or ungodly. Like, they know who I am. I'm a work in progress, Dagnabb, and always been. And I think the rest of my life, I'm always gonna be a work in progress. You know what I mean? But I mean well. Regardless on how I deliver stuff, I mean well. You know what I mean? Yeah. And there's sometimes I can deliver things real smooth, like, right? Real smooth. Yeah. And there's some things I just come straight out blunt with. You know what I mean? But it's all love. It's all coming from the same place. It's coming from here, my heart. Love. I'm gonna treat you like my family. Because when you hear me say family, what's up, family? How you doing today? Every time I open up a show or a channel or whatever, it's always family. The more that I say family and brothers and sisters, I want to implant those good things in your mind and in your heart. You see my passion about how I feel about how we should be banding together. I want to plant that seed in you as well. I don't see not a thing wrong with that. And if anybody can find a problem with it, talk to me. That's the way I see it. Maybe we can put some things on the table and work some things out. You can disagree now, but maybe later you won't. Or then again, maybe you just gonna be stubborn about it. I've met some stubborn people, right? No matter how much facts and points and good talk you give them, they still gonna be like, nah, no, that's stupid. No, I don't know. That's just some people. And I met some people like that. And I know you have too. You know what I mean? So listen up, y'all. The reason why, this is my belief, that a lot of us are incarcerated behind bars, all because of this vicious circle that we have fell into and can't get out of. We don't know our way out because we don't have those type of people surrounding us or feeding us good to do the good, making the good steps to get out. Kevin Gates, y'all know that guy. He was a rapper. He still is a rapper. But I see Kevin Gates differently now. Why would you say that, Darren? Kevin Gates had some issues as a rapper, and before he was a rapper, and even now, he put things in a better perspective for his own survival. He realized what this industry, this music industry really is. He sees it for what it is. And he chose to separate himself from the negative part of it and continue to push positive. So everybody looking at him like he gay or something because he want to wear his hair somewhere, you know, or wear a warrior's feather. People calling him out his name. I'm like, what in the world? And then you know how he responds to that? That I woke up, brother. I saw where I was going, and I chose to wake up. You may see it to be something different, but God bless you. That's it. It ain't coming back like, man, I'll get my gat and I'll bust you in your and I'll blow you. It ain't that with him. You know what I mean? Kevin Gates, check him out. All right. And I ain't gonna be talking about people who I don't, believe that they made some positive changes. I don't do that. I don't bite my tongue about stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Now you guys, for the most part, I would say this. If we do not start taking it serious, because what is happening now, you have to look at the overall picture of what's going on. These things are happening at a particular time, right near an election time. You got Trump still blabbing his mouth off, and he's saying things to his base that will turn his base against black and brown people. Because all the states that he lost in, he just did a speech to his base talking about that they're racist and they're trying to lock him up. You understand? So I hope I'm that bridge to reach some of you young people. Now, mind you, nobody's monitoring him talking to Putin right now because he is no longer the president. So he's not monitored as tightly as he was when he was the president. He couldn't get away with talking to a foreign official without it being documented. Now he could do all the talking he wants to whoever, and it's not documented. Nobody's monitoring this guy now. So therefore, whatever's going on between him and Putin, because mind you, he knew Putin before he was president, and Putin decided to help him become president because that's the man he knew that he can literally make his way in America and do anything he wanted to do for the most part, and the president wouldn't stop him. That was Trump, because he's a very unpatriotic person to this country. He's the biggest threat to this country. You understand? And he's a big racist. He's been a racist before he became president. Didn't want black people to live in his daggone buildings in New York. And probably all the other places as well. You're going to tell me that ain't racist? You're going to tell me that's a fine man? Yeah. No, he's a dirtbag. You heard? Understand the timing of what his speech said and the timing of the buildup at the borderline of Ukraine right now by Russia. And Trump is able to talk to Putin anytime about anything. And Putin is still schooling him how to get this country back under his grip. Watch me. Watch what I do. This is the advice I have for you. You do it with your 74 million people. Create chaos. Keep them divided. Do not let them bind together. Because just imagine if Trump's base and our base was to bind together and be a force in this country. You know what Trump have to do? He had to go to Russia. That's if Russia would take him. Yeah. Understand, he is one of the people, one of the racist individuals who will continue to push that vicious circle that they would love to see black people, black and brown people, and the lovers of black and brown people stay in. That trap. Drugs, alcohol, music. Because if you're dancing and partying and getting high, you ain't thinking about the other overall picture that we all would have to face eventually. War is coming. And this is the beginning of it. And if we don't start talking to our people, we're going to be caught up in the bull crap. Regardless, even if we talk to our people and a war breaks out, we still caught up. But at least we'll have them aware. Get their mind out of that haze, man. Get their mind out that silly haze that they're in. thinking it's just all about them and their bling, bling, bling. Nah, you want to keep your bling, dag nabbit. You better help us keep us together in this country. Black and brown people and the lovers of black and brown people band together. Band together. That's what we need. If we want to change the system, we have to band together and make it change, because there's more of us than it is of them. Y'all better know that. All we got to do is get y'all heads out that cloud and put you on the right track. And then we can make some changes, some real changes. These little changes that we make right now, they small and far in between. You know what I mean? Now, if we want to make some more significant changes, we got to get those young people together, get their heads out that cloud. Stop giving them a dag-nabbit reason to lock you up, shoot you down. Get out that smoking, drinking, and getting high and that partying constantly. Still make your music, but put in your music. Just imagine, put some positive in your music constantly. Every artist was to do that. What do you think will happen? The fans will slowly pick it up. They will pick it up and they'll understand. And they'll start following you, because they follow you in almost everything you do anyway. And if we, conscious people, can get you young people to have your mind in a haze, to start thinking for the bigger picture, that is the biggest threat ever to the racist people in this country. Yeah. Say what? Yeah, all right, I thought so. But look, Lord Father in heaven, thank you, God, for the ones who are still here, keeping us blessed. And Lord, we pray to help the people that are blind to see again, for us to come together in the name of Jesus, or whatever God you want to pray to, dagnabbit. I'm praying to God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Ghost, dagnabbit. That's what I'm doing. And I do that for all of us. Amen. Now, on that note, treat people. Let me see if I can make this work right here. Treat people like you want to be treated. Wow, that was pretty good. And it'll come back around, because it has for me. All right? One love, y'all. Think about it. This is serious. All of us need to pull together, regardless on who you are and what color you are. If you are a lover of people and God, we need to come together. If you love God, then love other people who love God. And if black people are loving God, then you love them, regardless on what color you are. If Spanish people, Chinese people, Indian people, whoever, if they love God, come together. If their God is a fat man with earrings, and that fat man believes in loving everybody, love them as equal. It don't matter. I don't care what gender you are. If you are a lover of people, and you don't hate people just because of who they are and their color, then love them. Show that you love. Don't just give mouth service, just talking. Show the love. You got a platform, use your platform for the better of all of us in this country and around the world. I'm out. One love, y'all. I got to go. I don't have to go, but I'm just gonna go. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can end these at the same time. Peace. And brother Jason, man, we need to talk. We need to do some work, bro. All right. One love, y'all.